today I'm off to do some practice for my mod 2. So that's the module 2 of the motorcycle practical. I'm going to do some practice on a big bike. Obviously I use the big bike for the mod 1. And yeah, it's a lovely day to be doing this. She looks like she was on her phone. I'm going to try, like the mod 1, to get some footage of me just riding about on a big bike. It might not be possible though, just in case anything goes wrong, and then, you know, all of those good things. But yeah, I've got my test tomorrow. I don't care if I get a few minors, I really don't. I'm just going to try and ride as safe as I can and pass it. There's no pressure. I've told so many people that I'm doing it. Obviously I haven't told you guys because this is in the past. But yeah, just sit back, get a cup of tea, coffee, whatever, and relax and enjoy the ride. Because it's been beautiful weather here in Norfolk for the past few days. And it did rain last night, and it probably rain tomorrow, but it's looking good today. I've changed my microphone, so hopefully it won't reverberate as much, but when you talk in this helmet it does reverberate because the sound isolation is so good. It's almost like you're in a car. Well, almost. I've been thinking of new things to get on my new bike as well. Every time I think about it or go on the internet and have a look, I think of like new things like bar ends, different bar ends, levers or levers. So I changed my oil, and it's made a world of difference. You can just tell when you change your oil. Guys out there, if you don't change your oil often, well, for me, it took me ages to think about changing my oil. And you really should change it about 1,000 miles. Depends on the bike, of course, but I changed it, and it looked all right. The oil that came out, it was pretty black, but it has made such a difference to the bike. You've got to remember that, you probably know this anyway, so I don't want to teach you to suck eggs. The oil for a motorcycle goes in the engine, transmission and the clutch. It's the same oil, goes in all those parts. It's used a lot in a way, whereas on a car there's different oil in the engine, different oil in the transmission, and there's no oil in the clutch. Oil doesn't last as long in a motorcycle, I would think. I mean, you don't normally have to change the oil in your car, do you? Oh! Oh! Yes! Yes! The whole world is gonna know. Oh! A funny man, Mr. Bond. What's so funny? You died scratching my balls. Almost there. Weather's still holding up. It's a bit chilly. I've had to put the heated grips on. Got 20 minutes to get there. Thing about bikes, you don't really need to rush. You always get to places early. It's not because you break the speed limit. I don't know what it is. I think that she's got a Cadbury's Heroes in there. Looks like she's got a tea as well. Damn.
Oh, hi.
And welcome to part 2. Couldn't have my camera for the little practice that I had, so oh well, never mind. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. And the only real thing I've got to do is just come back and do the test. Everything just feels, I say quicker, the responsiveness of this bike just feels so much quicker compared to the Hornet 600 I was on. Really nice bike, really is. It's got an LCD display. It's a naked bike, no fairings or anything. But yeah, it's really, really great bike. A lot of power, a lot of torque. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there is a police car directly behind me. He has not obeyed the 2-second rule whatsoever. And I believe he is actually following me. Don't know why. But he's been behind me for quite some time. The police car continues to be right behind me. Like literally right behind me. So he should, if he wanted to pass by now, he should have passed. But he's not. He was keeping an unsafe distance actually. I'm not sure why, but if I've got this cop car behind me all the way to Norwich, oh, it's just what I need, isn't it? Good, he's disappeared. Thank God for that. That's one thing I'm going to miss about my new bike is heated grips. One thing I'm going to miss about this bike is heated grips. They're so useful. I mean, forget your gloves that are heated. I mean. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be getting my new bike today, hopefully. I mean, it bugs me a little bit because I'm getting it, but yet I like another bike now as well. Same make, Honda, but I like the, well, there's a few bikes I like at the moment. So what you're witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen, is what I had earlier on, the police effect. Everybody slows to the speed limit and probably a little bit less because they have a police car behind them.